Hello there, and thanks so much for checking out this video tutorial. I'm Chris from Tech Coaches, here once again with my colleagues from the Brain Injury Association of Waterloo-Wellington with another tutorial all about boosting your digital literacy. In this tutorial, we're going to explore artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT and Microsoft CoPilot. We want to help you recognize the value that these applications offer with regards to communication, research, and idea generation. So if you're interested and ready, let's get into it. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is changing the way that we use technology, and one of the most exciting breakthroughs is referred to as generative AI. This technology can create completely new content, whether it's text, images, or even videos, simply by learning patterns from existing data and mimicking the style that it was created with. Think about asking a chatbot a question and getting a detailed, natural-sounding answer in seconds. Whether it's assisting with writing and research, or empowering anyone to bring their creative ideas to life, generative AI chatbots are unlocking new possibilities across industries, in schools, and in daily life. Generative AI isn't just about text. It can create incredible images just from a simple description. What you're looking at isn't a traditional painting. It's entirely generated by artificial intelligence. With a text prompt like, "Please generate an oil painting of a cow in a field filled with pumpkins with a red barn in the background," the AI studies countless artistic styles and patterns and then brings the idea to life. This technology is changing the creative world, giving artists, designers, and even casual users the power to generate visuals in ways that were once impossible. Whether it's for storytelling, marketing, or just for fun, AI-generated art is pushing the limits of imagination. Chatbots and other generative AI tools can produce realistic text, images, and even voices because it has learned from a massive amount of digital content. It picks up patterns from websites, ebooks, articles, videos, and audio recordings to understand how people communicate and create. As a general rule, if it's on the internet, there's a good chance that AI has learned from it. By recognizing trends in this vast pool of information, it can generate responses, art, and ideas that feel natural and familiar. But it's important to remember, AI doesn't think like a human. It doesn't have opinions or emotions. It simply predicts the most likely and relevant outcome based on what it has learned before. It's helpful to know that AI chatbots work by analyzing what you input, and then it predicts what should come next. Whether it's the next word in a sentence, the next pixel in an image, or the next note in a song, AI makes decisions based on patterns that it learned from the massive amounts of data that it was given during its training. For example, when you ask a chatbot a question, it's not actually thinking like a human, as I said before. Instead, it's going through a process of predicting the most relevant response based on past conversations and information it has studied. This real-time prediction is what makes AI feel intelligent and responsive, almost human-like. For many average people, AI chatbots are quickly becoming a part of everyday digital life, helping them with communication, creativity, and productivity. Free apps like ChatGPT and Microsoft CoPilot use advanced AI learning models to generate natural, human-like responses, making it easier for any technology users to find information, draft content, and solve problems. As AI keeps evolving, these chatbots are getting even smarter, seamlessly blending into the devices that we use every day. Whether for work, learning, or just everyday tasks, they're changing the way we interact with our smartphones, tablets, and computers. So that you know, you can download these apps absolutely free using the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store on your mobile device. You could also use both of these tools using a website on a computer. This is what the ChatGPT app looks like on a tablet. The main feature of the app is the message box at the bottom of the screen. This is where users type their questions, requests, or prompts to start a conversation with the AI. By entering text, users can receive responses, generate ideas, summarize information, and much more. The simplicity of the message box makes interacting with the AI chatbot as easy as sending a message to a friend, opening up endless possibilities for learning and productivity. The Microsoft CoPilot app is another AI-powered chatbot designed to assist with a variety of tasks, just like ChatGPT. The primary feature, once again, is the simple message box at the bottom of the screen. Just type in a question, request, or command to start a conversation with the AI. Similar to ChatGPT, users can receive instant responses, get help with tasks, and generate new ideas by entering a prompt. Once again, the streamlined message box interface makes it easy to engage with the AI, making this technology accessible and useful for anyone interested in using it. Before we go much further, I just wanted to point out that AI chatbots are tools just like the internet, and just because an AI chatbot said something doesn't make it true. AI is a powerful tool, but its effectiveness depends on how we use it and the quality of the information we provide. Generative AI works best with clear input, guidance, and human oversight to ensure accurate and useful results. That's why critical thinking is key. Always ask yourself, where is this information coming from? Is it backed by credible sources? Does it make sense in context? Can I verify it elsewhere? AI can generate answers quickly, but that doesn't mean that it's always right. So be sure that you always double-check important details and use AI as a helpful assistant, not as the final word. To get the best results from an AI chatbot, it helps to give clear, specific instructions, a skill known as prompt writing. The key is balance. Include enough detail to guide the AI, but keep it simple. Short, direct prompts work best. For example, instead of asking, "Tell me about history," which is too broad for the AI, try instead asking it to give you a timeline of major events in World War II. The more precise your request, the better the response will be. By fine-tuning how you ask questions, you can make AI a more powerful and useful tool. To help you understand prompt writing, check out this example. In the ChatGPT app, I typed into the message box at the bottom of the screen, "Please explain how to prepare seeds and soil for planting in spring." After submitting the question with the up arrow in the black circle that's in the message box, you will see instantly, within seconds, a complete answer to your question. Scrolling down on the page will give you more of the information provided in the response. If I had a follow-up question, I could simply type it into the message box at the bottom of the screen. In this scenario, I followed up with, "When should I plant seedlings in the ground in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada?" After submitting the question, seconds later, the answer appeared on the screen. This research investigation works with just about any topic you could imagine. Writing effective prompts is definitely the key to getting useful responses from AI. To help you with this, here are 5 simple rules of thumb that you could follow. First, be specific. Tell the AI exactly what you need. The more details you provide, the better the answer will be. Second, keep it simple. Use clear, everyday language that's easy to understand. Third, give examples. If you want a certain style or format, provide the chatbot with a sample to guide its response. Fourth, ask for adjustments. If the AI's answer isn't quite right, refine your prompt or ask for it to make changes. And finally, step-by-step works best. For complex tasks, breaking things down into smaller requests will improve accuracy and results. By following these general rules of thumb, you can get the most out of AI chatbots and make it a more powerful tool in your daily life. With a basic understanding of how AI chatbots work, let's take a look at some simple and practical uses for ChatGPT and Microsoft CoPilot. In this first example, I'll be using the ChatGPT app. It's important to know that I could have used the Microsoft CoPilot app instead, and it would have accomplished the same task, although the response might have been a little bit different. This first example of using ChatGPT is an illustration of how I can ask it to be my AI-assisted shopping advisor. The prompt I wrote includes the following. Please help me come up with a birthday gift idea for my brother. He's turning 50 years old. His hobbies include watching baseball, gardening with his young kids, playing guitar, and hiking. I do not want to get him clothes or an instrument. My budget is $120. After submitting the prompt, in seconds, ChatGPT provides a comprehensive response. There are multiple recommendations, and one of them is a hiking gear category. Within the hiking gear category, it lists a number of different items, one of which was a high-quality water bottle. To keep the conversation with ChatGPT going, I followed up in the message box with an additional prompt. What are some high-quality water bottle options? In this scenario, I wanted ChatGPT to look up high-quality water bottles on the internet, so I had to push the search button in the message box at the bottom of the screen. After touching the search button, you'll notice it's blue, and now it's active. Now I'm able to submit my prompt so that ChatGPT can generate a response. After a few seconds of reviewing different websites, ChatGPT shows me a variety of different water bottles that I can choose from, along with a link to the website that it read about that particular water bottle on. If I wanted to visit any of those websites to review the article myself, I could simply click on the link and it would take me there automatically. Awesome. In our next example using ChatGPT, we'll ask it to be our personalized writing assistant. This time we need help with the birthday card message that we're sending to my brother. This is how I phrased the prompt. Please help me write a message for my brother's birthday card. He's turning 50 years old. I got him a quality water bottle as a gift. Write 3 versions of the message with a hiking theme, but don't mention the water bottle. Be funny. A few seconds after submitting this prompt, I get a reply. As requested, ChatGPT drafted 3 different messages for my brother's birthday card, all about hiking. None of them mention the water bottle, and all of them are a little bit funny. Instead of a birthday card, you could think about using this to write emails or text messages, just about any regular correspondence you would have with people. To help illustrate how helpful chatbots are as personalized writing assistants, our next example with ChatGPT will tackle a similar task. The prompt I wrote is as follows. Please write a professional letter to my condo board requesting a change to how our garbage is organized in the community. I'm tired of the disgusting mess we constantly see in the parking lot. Instead of putting all garbage in the same open bin outside, which attracts raccoons, we should get a new covered bin for food waste. This would require everyone to sort their garbage accordingly. We should vote on this at the next board meeting. A few seconds after submitting this prompt, ChatGPT gives me a full professional letter. After reviewing the letter, you might determine that it's a little bit too long. So in a follow-up prompt, I could simply ask ChatGPT to rewrite the letter and make it shorter. In the message box at the bottom of the screen, I simply followed up with the prompt, please make the letter shorter and more friendly. A few seconds after submission, I get a fully rewritten letter that's not only shorter, but also friendlier. This takes a ton of work out of putting together written correspondence. So helpful. Another way you can think about using an AI chatbot would be instead of a search engine like Google Search or Microsoft Bing. In this example, we are going to use ChatGPT as a local resource and support services investigator. In the message box, the prompt that I used reads as follows. I'm new to Waterloo, Ontario, and need help finding an organization that helps people learn about being a caregiver for a brain injury survivor. Because I'm interested in ChatGPT checking the internet for up-to-date information, I need to make sure that I tap on the search button, which would turn it to a blue color. When I see that the search button is engaged, I'm ready to submit my prompt. After a moment of reviewing the internet, ChatGPT lists the popular resources in my area. It also provides me with a list of sources at the bottom of the screen, and if I tap on that, the list will expand so that I can see the different online resources available. Once I have those citations on the screen, I'm able to click on any one of those links to go to the original website to review the information straight from the organization. This is a little bit better than a Google search because it narrows down the results to only the more popular, relevant options. Let's explore another AI chatbot app called Microsoft CoPilot. As I mentioned before, both CoPilot and ChatGPT could be used for any of the examples in this tutorial. I've only picked one or the other just to illustrate the point. In this particular example, we're going to explore how CoPilot can provide you with tailored recommendations that are tuned to your preferences and tendencies. The prompt that I wrote into the message box at the bottom of the screen reads as follows. My favorite movie ever is Titanic. Please recommend 5 more movies I might enjoy. After submitting the prompt, 2 seconds later, a list of 5 movie titles pop up on the screen for my consideration. If I'm not satisfied with this list, I can simply follow up with another prompt. In this scenario, I did want some more recommendations, so I tapped on the message box again and typed in, please recommend 5 more movies I might like. A few seconds after I submitted that new prompt, I got a brand new list of 5 additional titles. You'll also notice that at the bottom of CoPilot's response, it provides 3 follow-up questions, and if I were to tap on them, it would proceed to investigate and answer those particular questions that it gave to me. Very useful. Another valuable way that you could use Microsoft Copilot as an AI chatbot is to provide you with technology support and advice. If ever you have questions about your mobile device or your computer, even an app or a website that you're using, it's very likely that you could get some valuable insight using Copilot or ChatGPT to investigate that particular topic. In this example, I asked Microsoft Copilot to assist me with my iPad. The prompt reads, I just got a new iPad. Please tell me how to check my Gmail. After submitting the question, Copilot reviews information available on the internet. After providing a couple of YouTube videos that I can review at the top of the response, Copilot also writes down all of the information it thinks I need so that I can do what I asked it, which was check my Gmail. In this scenario, it provides a lot of steps to different instructions that I can follow. One of the instructions points me towards downloading the Gmail app from the App Store. If that's beyond something that I know how to do, I can simply follow up and ask for more advice on that particular topic. I simply need to tap on the message box at the bottom of the screen and write a follow-up prompt. For this example, that's exactly what I did. My follow-up prompt was, please provide step-by-step instructions for downloading the Gmail app. After just a few seconds, a step-by-step guide for downloading the Gmail app off of the App Store pops up on the screen. I could easily follow along while using my device and get this done by myself without needing to ask anybody else for assistance. This is a huge enabler for anybody that likes to learn or troubleshoot technology by themselves. The last example in this tutorial will show you how to use Microsoft Copilot or any other chatbot as a cooking instructor. The prompt for this example reads, Please act like a barbecue guru and recommend a delicious recipe for preparing a prime rib roast on the barbecue using a rotisserie. Include an ingredient list and detailed cooking instructions. Do not include eggs in the recipe. This is an example that once again highlights how we can tell the chatbot what we would not like their answers to include. In this case, I do not want the recipe to have eggs, so I have to say that to ensure that the chatbot takes it into account before it generates an answer for me. After a few seconds, CoPilot pops up with a great-looking recipe with all of the ingredients and the step-by-step instructions that I requested. As a follow-up prompt in this example, I wanted to ask the chatbot to recommend something for dessert. The prompt reads, "What dessert can I serve after dinner that is quick to make and is gluten-free?" A few seconds later, a recipe pops up for berry parfait, which includes yogurt. If I don't like yogurt, then this is a problem, so I could follow up again. This time I wrote, "No, I don't like yogurt." After identifying that I don't like yogurt, CoPilot quickly comes up with another dessert recipe that doesn't have any yogurt and continues to be gluten-free. This is such a great tool for anybody that has food allergies or anybody that isn't good at thinking up what they would like to make for dinner. And that's all for our video tutorial about AI chatbots. We truly hope that you have new perspective on these amazing apps and that you gain some valuable insight into how you might use them in your daily life. All the best on your digital literacy journey.